We have first quarter results from Datadog, that New York City tech giant. I'm Cory Johnson, not quite a tech giant. I'm, however, the chief market strategist for Futurum, which covers all kinds of things in technology. And Datadog's an important company to us. It helps a lot of IT managers understand what's happening in their changing IT enterprises. The company has grown so much since it started in 2010, adding on new services that start to help us track what they're doing and indeed what's happening in the world of data centers and AI, where we see the fastest growth in technology. Of course, Wall Street just wants a beat or a miss, and this was a beat, but the guidance wasn't terribly strong. The bookings number in particular was below the estimates of Wall Street, so Wall Street got that one wrong for all of their research prowess. I didn't even venture a guess, so who am I to make fun of them? Nonetheless, let's look at the actual numbers. $611 million in revenues. Seems like a lot because it is. Problem is they only had $12 million in profits. Doesn't seem like a lot after taking $611 million in on the top line. Indeed, operating margins, we're going to talk about that in a minute here. They did see some good growth, 15% growth of their customers who spend over $100,000 on an annual basis. And that's, of course, where they want to grow. They land and expand. They get a customer, and then they expand that customer as that business grows. That wasn't terrific for them in the most recent quarter just reported. As I mentioned, the bookings number, that was up 21%, but that did miss the estimates. And the stock sold off big time, down about 11% over the course of the day. This company reports early in the morning before the market opens. Nonetheless, it's been up 47% for the last year. That ain't nothing. But again, that steady operating margin improvement kind of took a turn in the wrong direction, down to 2% this quarter, and that was concerning. And the reason the CEO suggested wasn't because the opportunity isn't there for them, it's because they don't have enough salespeople pounding the sidewalks, shoe leather, giving them more sales, not yet, but they're hiring, and that's expensive, or so says CEO Olivier Pomel.
For us to be successful, there are two factors that are needed. So first one is cloud adoption needs to happen because we can't run it really. And the second one is we need to deploy sales capacity and grow sales capacity, and that's really the combination of the two. In most markets today, cloud adoption is happening. There's still maybe a few holdouts that are a little bit slower. But we're not yet deploying enough sales capacity everywhere, and that's one of our big areas of focus.
So a good quarter for this company, but not good enough for Wall Street. The stock sells off. So what are we to make of this? The numbers are up, the stock is down, some of the numbers aren't great, the guidance, the profits. What's our one takeaway? I've got that one number that means a whole lot. The drill down bite right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
So first quarter Datadog earnings, here's the one thing you need to know about this business. $611 million in revenue only gave them about $12 million in profit. And so the operating margins, not great. Wall Street disappointed, the stock sold off. But the one number that tells us a whole lot, I think the most important thing to remember here is 27%, because this business grew at a 27% year-over-year basis. And that growth rate has been kind of flat for the last few quarters. Not getting worse, to be sure, but not getting better. All right, thanks for listening to Drill Down Earnings. Check me out at X at Cory TV, on Instagram and TikTok at Drill Down Pod, on Futurum's YouTube page. There's all kinds of great stuff. Leave some comments, like, dislike if you might, but subscribe. Drill Down Earnings, part of 6.5 Media.